Hi, welcome to One School. We're excited that you came to tour with us today. We're going to go on a tour today, just as if you were visiting us in person. So let's head out and see the center. Already you can hear lots of activity going on. It's a busy place. You're hearing music from the middle school electives in our gym, and the gym is also a space that all of our little ones get to use.
Absolutely. They love to run back and forth and just get some of those wiggles out. It's a nice space for them to actually come in from inside when it's super cold outside or even super hot outside. So it gives them a place just to have an alternative place to get that gross motor activity out.
Yes, so important.
Yes.
That's a big part of what you're going to see today is that play is learning, and that we use an approach to early childhood called Reggio-inspired instruction. Reggio Emilia is widely considered one of the best forms of early childhood in the world today. You may have heard of Montessori, you may have heard of Waldorf. All of these are focused on empowering children, that children are big creative thinkers.
Yes.
And so we want to get them creating and thinking and making and building, and that's loud.
Yes.
The
one great thing about being here on this side of the building is you actually get to see all the interactive artwork that the kids do. They get so proud about the work that they do. So we display it out here in our hallways for you to get to see. And so the kids can get an opportunity to say, Mommy, Daddy, I made this today. So it gives them the opportunity to just kind of take a look around and just see the things that they've created.
Yes, so we would really like for you to look at the documentation all over the walls here. These is the documentation of our early childhood class.
Absolutely. So we have some artwork that they were able to do. The teachers actually showed them some of the great artists that have come about in the history, and the children got a chance to recreate that artwork on their own. So we have it on display here for the children to brag to their parents about some of the fun stuff that they did in class, as well as we also have some great pictures of the kids for them to kind of draw them and see themselves so that they're able to do their own self-portrait.
I love that a big part of the Reggio experience and documentation is teachers writing, and you'll see on these different artifacts, teachers writing exactly what's going on in the learning process, that it's very intentional. And that is also another way, in addition to all the students' art, that people are being engaged in students' learning, including even transcribing student language. That's a way that we're building early language skills, early literacy skills, letter sound number, words, sight words, building all of those skills while we play, which is so powerful. In many centers today, you might see people addressing early childhood more like miniature traditional school, like having kids sit in tables and desks and sit in front of worksheets. We know that's not how children learn, and we have worked really hard to align ourselves with the very best research about how children develop all that early reading, writing, thinking, and math. And so it's embedded in all of this wonderful play that you're going to see. So first we're going to peek into the toddler room. So some of the Reggio work that you see in action going on is lots of investigation. You see magnifying glasses and items from nature that students have a chance to touch and feel and wonder about and react to. They're working on a big, large mirror board on one of the tables, which is, again, stimulating what things look like, feel like, and what do you wonder about those things? How can you explore and investigate them even deeper?
I truly love how our teachers put out great invitations for children to learn as they enter in the classroom every day. So as mentioned by Dr. Domini, that the children have different things for them to do, not just on the tables, but also throughout the classroom as well. The teachers put out different things, whether it's on a table or on a wall, just to give the children the opportunity to explore and do their own exploration.
So now we're going to head to our next class. We're so excited to be in the forest class right now. We just picked a great time.
Awesome time.
You know, we are also a Christian faith-based school, and so one of the joyful things that you're going to see every day here is students worshiping and singing and dancing and learning who Jesus is, learning Bible stories, and you're hearing our Wonderful singers, one of our favorite songs. And it's so important, right? Music is another whole language.
Absolutely.
And we talk about languages in Reggio that children learn through 100 different languages, whether it's building or painting or play or dance or drama or music. There's so many ways that kids learn, and we are always trying to tap into that.
Absolutely.
So how fun. We're so glad you got to see this on the tour today. So one of the other things, we've already talked about documentation,
Yes.
and we've talked about 100 languages, and that we learn through a variety of forms of art. Well, in a Reggio-inspired school, one of the important roles is atelier-ista,
Yes.
right? And we have an art teacher here who has much background in Reggio and works with our teachers, works with our kids. And so we work in our documentation. We'd love for you to see this example about how we help these children become artists that trust their creative ideas. He's got some documentation here to explain, the teacher does, the research behind why we engage children in this way, the explanation of what the intent of this artistic process was. So again, you're not gonna see students coloring worksheets and just hanging worksheets on the wall. This is very intentional learning that we learn through art and we learn through our play, and it's part of how we learn to think, and we learn how to collaborate and work with others and try new things and not always be looking for the right answer. We talk about we talk about all school, but we also talked about in the K-8 tour how we know that schools are killing creativity. We actually have research now that the creativity of these wonderful 4-year-olds, by the time they leave high school, will have plummeted. And so we are working at a very young age to make sure that we are empowering that creativity and that critical thinking, and also getting them ready for kindergarten and all of the skills that they need. So we're gonna head out to the playground.
Let's go.
Such an important part of the day.
Welcome to the playground.
Welcome.
This is an awesome space for our children to be able to come outside, just shake all their willies out, get some good exercise, build their muscles, and also get to play. While they're out here, it's not just a place for them just to have a recess, but it's also a place for them to learn about nature and all that's out here that God has created. So the children get to play in different areas, such as we have a space for them to just run and slide. We also have swings for them. And then also the teachers direct them as well while we're out here, gives them some ideas of what to do. But we also encourage them to be creative out here, whether if they're making mud pies out of mulch or creating music out of the walls, or we're also using chalk and exploring all that we can throughout reading and learning and growing.
And the chalk mural here, the whole length of the building, is a great example of that. You can see everywhere that there is a spare space of building, our students are filling that with their own creative expressions. Well, that concludes our tour. We've had a chance to show you all the classrooms, to talk to you about our Reggio-inspired program, our faith-based work that we do here, and the fact that we've been integrated into all of that, the early learning standards from Ohio that are getting kids ready for kindergarten.
I cannot wait to get to know you and your family and what your needs are. So please take some time to get to know us as you did today on our tour. If you have any further questions, please reach out. We would love to welcome you to the One School family.
We'd love to have you here for an in-person visit. We'd love to answer any questions you have through email. So please use the resources on the web to connect with us further. We hope to see you soon.